everyone, welcome back to Yoga Treehouse. I'm Brittany. I am so happy to be here with you today. Today we're going on a little jungle journey. So we'll be working towards a monkey pose or a split. So we'll do half split, we'll go towards a full split. We'll see if we get there, right? Obviously totally optional, totally up to you where you want to go today. And so if you have two blocks, they might come in handy. If you don't have blocks, you can always use like big textbooks if you have, or even two water bottles. And if you don't have anything, that's totally fine too, right? You'll get by just fine. So we'll start by coming to stand up. So if you have your blocks, you can put them out to the side and then meet me standing. So come on up to your feet. And we'll start to just take some circles with our head. So imagining we are in this luxurious, warm jungle, right? I don't know about you, but it's quite cold here where I am. And so it would be really nice actually right now to be in a jungle. Start going the other way with your circles. Good. And then you can bring your head back on straight. Start to make some circles with your shoulders, just warming things up, right? Starting to get warm in our fun, festive jungle that we find ourselves in. Good, go the other way. Nice. All right, from here, let's start to take some big circles of our arms. So the shoulders can keep circling as your arms start to get involved, almost like you're shooing off little sweet jungle bugs away from you. All right, start to go the other way. Big circles with the arms. Good. All right, let's try this. So you're gonna interlace your arms up overhead. So you'll reach for your elbows and start to take some big circles with your upper body. Okay, so these can be as big as you like to really start to get into your sides. You can go in one direction to start. You can really fold down as you get to the bottom there. Big circles. Good. Start to go the other direction with your nice big circles. Starting to warm up through your sides and your belly, right? Your whole center. Good. All right, come on back up to stand. And now let's inhale, reach our arms up tall. Really feel your feet root down into the jungle floor beneath you. Look up, see what's up there, what colors, kind of like the canopy of the leaves of the trees, right? Good, as you exhale, fold down, see everything on the way down. Folding over your legs, hang out for a moment over your legs. And we'll start to stretch into the backs of our legs, right? We'll be working with our legs a lot today as we get towards monkey pose or our half split or full split. So you can start to bend one knee and then the other. Take a little walk here. Good, and then bend your left knee deeply and just crawl your fingertips over to the right. You can kind of bump your hips out to the left. Continue to fold down over your legs. Big stretch, woo, in your right leg. Good, then bend the right knee, crawl your fingertips over to the left, folding down. Big stretch in the back of your left leg now. Good, come on back to center, bend the knees. Let's roll all the way up to stand, and then reach your arms back up overhead, look up, stretch up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Back over your legs. Two more times just like that. Inhale, bend the knees, reach your arms up, look up, stretch up. Good. Exhale, fold down. And one more time, bending through your knees. Inhale slowly as you come to stand all the way up tall. And then you'll exhale, fold it down. So nice. All right, good. From here, let's bring the knees down. Come on into a tabletop pose. So coming onto your hands and your knees. And from here, let's reach our right leg out back behind us. So reaching the right leg back long, reaching through the toes. Good, then as you exhale, bring your right knee forward into your chest. Really hug the knee up into your chest. And then you'll step your right foot forward in between your hands. All right, this is where your blocks can come in handy, or your books or your water bottles, whatever you have here. And then you can find some length here in your legs. So I like to scoot my left knee back just a little bit. And just take a moment here, kind of lunging into your front knee, waking up that leg. Checking out what's down here on the jungle floor. Ooh, what do you see? Bugs, little animals. Good. All right, couple more rocks and rolls here, just backwards and forwards, lunging. And then you can stay here, right, with your hands down on your blocks, or maybe they're down on the floor, right? Otherwise, start to bring your hands up to your right knee. So just bringing the hands up, interlacing them, placing them onto the knee, and maybe finding a little bit of a deeper lunge here, right? So finding your hips closer to the ground as you start to settle into this shape, taking our time. Nice, you can stay here, totally great place to be. Or if you feel ready, maybe you experiment with reaching both arms up to the sky. Good, as you come to this shape, if you're here, you can experiment with a little back bend, starting to reach your chest forward, reaching the arms gently back, taking your head gently with you, right? Your eyes can stay forward as your head reaches back just slightly. Good, exhale, bring your hands down to your blocks or to the ground. And we'll go for a little half split here to start, okay? I know we're still getting warmed up, but just play around with coming onto your front heel. So the toes will lift on your right foot as you pull your hips back. And then exhale, bend back through your knee. A couple more times just like that, just kind of flossing out through the hips, as you probably heard me say. Good, couple more times. Spending some time here on the jungle floor, getting into our legs. What a lovely place to be. All right, good. And then last thing here, so we'll experiment with bringing our arms back up to the sky, if that feels comfortable. And then just like we did before when we were standing, reach for your opposite elbows. Good. With an inhale, open up through your heart. Maybe you find a little bit of a deeper back bend this time, or not, right? Just an opening through the chest. Good, and then drop your hands down. Step your right knee back to meet the left. And then come on back to your hands and your knees. So you can move your blocks to the side. Nice. All right, from here, left leg comes up and back behind you. Point through your toes, or you can flex the foot. Just make a nice active choice with your foot. And then as you exhale, pull your knee into your chest. So rounding through your back like a cat back here. Maybe you can even kiss your knee. Good. And then step your left foot forward when it's ready. And if you need to use your hand to help your foot forward, you can always do that. All right, so this is where you choose, right? Your hands can be down, maybe you're up on fingertips. Maybe you use your blocks today to help bring the floor a little bit closer to you. And I like to walk my right knee back just slightly here so that my hips can get a bit closer to the floor, right? Helps me find a deeper stretch in my hips. And so when you're ready, you can start to kind of lunge backwards and forwards, just gently, right? Getting into, you'll feel this in your right hip, opening up space there, being nice and gentle. As you look forward, maybe you smile here, looking around the jungle. Do you see any friendly tigers? In this world, they're friendly, right? So you can smile at a tiger or any animal you see. Good. All right, from here, your hands can stay down as you bringing the knee forward over your ankle. Or if it feels okay, maybe you try out bringing your hands on top of your left knee. Or just trying, just experimenting here. That's all this is, right? Just a big experiment, getting to know yourself a little bit better. And if that feels okay, maybe the arms come up nice and tall. Wow. Reaching up towards the sky, opening up through your heart. Little baby back bend here. Good, so nice. And then you'll drop the hands back down, take a moment, reset. And we'll try out our half split from here. All right, so if you're ready, you can stay here always. Or if you'd like, you can pull the hips back, come onto your left heel so the left leg gets long. Here you are in your half split. And then come on back, bend the knee, open up through your heart, look forward. Exhale, pull back into half split. Let's do that just a couple times here. Moving on your breath. Inhale, forward. Exhale, pull it all back, half split. So nice. One more here. Inhaling. Exhaling, so good. Into this half split, this half monkey pose. Ooh, nice. Good, come on back, forward. And then last thing here, so your hands can come back onto your left knee, or maybe the arms reach back up overhead. Let's go for that reaching for opposite elbow. So this time, if you remember how you interlaced your arms on the other side, do the other way this time. I know it can be tough to remember. If you don't remember, it's all good. And then inhale, find that little baby back bend, breathe in. So good. Drop the hands down. Come on back to a tabletop. Good. From here, your blocks can move to the side, and let's just sit down for a moment in a nice, comfortable seat. All right. So we're gonna do a little more with the backs of the legs before we go into another half split, maybe a full split. And so we'll go for a heron pose. So a heron is a bird with a big, long, beautiful neck that often stands on one leg. And so we'll do our version of a heron pose today. All right, so I'm gonna turn to this side. You can stay exactly as you are, but we'll start in this crisscross, nice, simple seat shape that you're probably already in. And then bring your right shin forward if it's not already. So your right shin is crossed in front of the left. Good. From here, you're gonna take your right leg out from underneath you, plant your right foot down onto the ground. So your left knee can stay nice and bent, right foot is down on the ground. All right, everything going good so far? Good. From here, reach down, grab your right foot with your hands, and then lift your right foot off the ground. Good. Pull your right knee back in towards your chest, kind of like a bow and arrow situation here, right? Your knee is going in towards your armpit, and then you can stay here, right? This is fun. This is a great place to be. Think of lengthening through your back so your spine gets nice and long, holding on to that foot. If you'd like to take it a little further, right, go to the next step, start to reach your right heel forward, any amount, so that your leg gets long. Okay, so we're looking to find some length in the leg and also really looking to find length through the back of our spine, right through our back. So really think of drawing your head up towards the sky of the jungle that we're in, right? Reaching the heel forward out in front of you, opening up your chest nice and proud here. Maybe the corners of your mouth lift up. Good. And here you are in your heron pose. So you can think of gently pulling the leg towards you, but never a need to overdo it, right? In anything that we do here. Here you are. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Good. Drop your right foot down. And how did that go, right? Just take a moment to feel what you feel after doing a big pose like that, right? It's not easy. You tried something new and that is awesome. All right, so we'll try the other side. So now you'll sit with your left shin crossed in front of the right in your nice, simple crisscross seat. And we'll do it all again. So now your left foot's gonna step down onto the mat. You can keep your right knee bent. And then look down at your left foot, hold on to that sweet foot with your hands. So your hands wrap around both sides of your foot. Good. And then start to lift your foot off of the mat. Pull your knee in towards your armpit, really pulling back there. And then this is a great place to stay, right? You feel a big stretch probably in your hips here as you do this, and even the arms are working to pull the foot and the leg back. So you'll either stay here, or if you'd like to keep going, start to kick your left heel forward. Woo, big stretch. Good. Your arms stretch long, your legs stretch long, your leg stretches long. And remember, we want to find that length through the back. So reach the crown of your head up towards the sky, get nice and long and tall. And then maybe the leg pulls in just a little bit closer towards you as you look up out in front of you. Yay! Good. One more breath here. And exhale, plant the left foot down. Come back to your nice seat. Good job. All right, so let's come into a downward facing dog. We won't be here long, but you'll plant your hands down, step your feet back, coming into your downward dog, hips lift up towards the sky. Take a moment here, walk out your dog as we work through the backs of the legs, bringing the heels towards the ground, alternating sides. All right, so we'll go for a split here. We can always stay with our half split. We'll see where we go. We'll see where I go, right? Because this pose for me is not always a sure thing. It might not be for you, or maybe this is something you do every day, right? So we'll help each other out here. So on an inhale, reach your right leg back behind you. Get nice and long. Good. Exhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands, and let's drop the back knee down. All right. So you can use your blocks again if you'd like them under your hands or not. Maybe you come to fingertips. Maybe now that you're a little bit warmer, the fingertips or the hands come down. And it can be really nice too if you want a little bit more space to walk your hands inside of your foot. So you can try that version out too. Gives you a little bit more space for your leg. All right, so from here, I'm gonna step my left knee back a little bit. And we're gonna go for those flosses again here. So as you exhale, pull your hips back. So your right leg gets long, you're on your right heel, the toes point up towards the sky in our jungle. And then you'll come forward, bend through the knee. Good. Pull the hips back, come onto your right heel, half split, half monkey, beautiful place to be. Inhale forward, open up through your heart. Good. A couple more just like that. You take your time. And so as you do this a few more times, right, maybe you find a little bit more length through the leg, never forcing anything, right, never pushing beyond where our body wants to go. All right, so if this is your pose today, please spend some time here in your half split. So the left knee will be down, the right leg is extended nice and long. Or if you'd like to try out a split pose, I'll try it with you. So my hands will come now around my right leg, and I'll start to scoot my right heel forward as my left knee comes back, right? And maybe you're pretty close to the ground. Maybe there's some space underneath your front leg like there is for me. If that is the case for you, it can be really nice to grab one of your blocks and kind of shimmy the block underneath your front thigh. Right, that can be a really nice place to be to help you get nice and tall through your chest. You definitely have that big stretch going in both legs, right? And then you can stay here with your hands on your hips, or maybe you play around with reaching the arms up. Hands can always stay down, right? So you choose wherever you are. You'll take a couple more breaths here. Good, so nice. This is a big pose, this monkey pose. Maybe you feel like a big, happy, strong, powerful monkey here. So really celebrate it wherever you are. Good. And then drop your hands down and wiggle your way out of there. So I'm gonna walk my back knee forward, pull my front foot back, and then come on back to a tabletop. Wow, good job. How did that go? Yeah. Good, and even just trying to get to it, right, is doing the pose. Wherever you landed, you did monkey pose today, so good for you. All right, we'll go for the other side now. So let's come on back to our downward facing dog. Lift your hips up nice and high. And on an inhale, you'll reach your left leg back behind you. Exhale, step the left foot forward in between your hands, and we'll drop our back knee down. So to start, I like that version of bringing my hands inside of my front foot to help give me a little bit more space to floss out through my hips. And so you take your time coming through half split, lengthening through the left leg, and inhaling forward, bending through the left knee. A couple more times just like that, just preparing, right? Because maybe you'll try out your split on this side, maybe you'll stay in your half split. You will choose, right? You will choose wherever you want to go on this jungle journey. Okay, good. All right, so you'll come on forward to bend through your front knee. Your right leg is long behind you, and maybe you'll stay here. Maybe you'll experiment with a split. All right, so if that's you, you're gonna bring both hands to frame your front foot. I'm gonna walk my foot towards the center a little bit more. And then start to scoot out your front leg. I kind of have to like shimmy my heel forward to get it there. And start to reach your back knee back any amount, right? We're never forcing, we're never pushing this one, right? We always want to be nice and kind to our hips because you only get these hips that you have, right? These are your hips. And then maybe your hips come pretty close to the ground. If you have space to put a block under your front leg, that can be a great thing to do. I don't really have the space here. I'm gonna keep my hands down on this side because I'm almost there, right? But not quite. And then find some length through your upper body. And we'll spend just a couple breaths here. Good, inhale. Here we are on this jungle floor in a split. Wow, did you think you would be here today? Good, one more breath in. Nice. All right, let's come out. So you'll plant your front foot down, however you wiggle yourself out. Find your way back to this low lunge, and then step on back to a tabletop. Let's come to a child's pose, hips towards heels, forehead to the mat. Good. We'll take a moment here just to unwind after all that stretching, all that big, awesome monkey pose work. You did such a good job today. Nice. So start to lift your head back on straight. Bring your legs out long in front of you. We'll do one last stretch here for the legs after all that good work. So bring the legs long, find a flex through your feet. Inhale, reach your arms up, look up. Oh, so nice. Exhale, fold forward over your legs, reaching anywhere on the legs, right? So maybe you have the feet, the ankles, the calves, or your arms can just come down long by your sides. Let your upper body fold down in towards your legs. Big breath here. Inhale, feel the back of your body rise. Exhale, maybe you come a little bit closer to your legs. Good, take one more full breath. Nice, good. Start to lift your head up super slowly. Take your time. Let's come on back to a seat. Bring your hands onto your legs or anywhere you like. Maybe one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Give yourself a thank you. Right? You did so much awesome work today. You did so good on this jungle adventure. You can give yourself a little hug or little claps. I hope you had so much fun. I hope you subscribe so we can go on more adventures together. And I will see you next time at Yoga Treehouse. Bye.